When you procrastinate, you become a slave to yesterday. When you trip over love, it is easy to get up. But when you fall in love, it is impossible to stand again. He who knows his enemy and himself well will not be defeated easily. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. We seek the fire of the spark that is already within us. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. I'm just doing me, and to me, that's what got me this far. In order to change the world, you have to get your head together first. If you wait by the river long enough, the bodies of your enemies will float by. Living never wore one, so much as the effort not to live. Follow your heart, then root its longing with the facts. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. You show me a capitalist, and I'll show you a bloodsucker. Memory can make a thing seem to have been much more than it was. Perhaps home is not a place, but simply an irrevocable condition. The reason why the universe is eternal is that it does not live for itself. It gives life to others as it transforms. Falling down is an accident. Staying down is a choice. Imagining something is better than remembering something. Life is a full circle, widening until it joins the circle motions of the infinite. To bear and not to own, to act and not lay claim, to do the work and let it go, for just letting it go is what makes it stay. We are citizens of the world. The tragedy of our times is that we do not know this. When a wise man points at the moon, the imbecile examines the finger. You know, the minute you stop thinking about it, it'll happen. You're thinking about something, and it makes you forget to talk. May my heart be kind, my mind fierce, and my spirit brave. Nothing happens until something moves. People say that life is the thing, but I prefer reading. Some people could look at a mud puddle and see an ocean with ships. The man who has forgotten self may be said to have entered heaven. Success usually comes to those who are too busy looking for it. At times, even a 90% compatibility rate ends in a breakup. Strange what being forced to slow down could do to a person. He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing. Secret operations are essential in war. Upon them, the army relies to make its every move. There is nothing more important than your eternal salvation. I don't want life to imitate art. I want life to be art. Stop leaving and you will arrive. Stop searching and you will see. Stop running away and you will be found. When the position is such that neither side will gain by making the first move, it is called temporizing ground. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. Life happens, shit happens, and it happens a lot, to a lot of people. When pure sincerity forms within, it is outwardly realized in other people's hearts. The most dangerous of all falsehoods is a slightly distorted truth. Transmit the established facts. Do not transmit words of exaggeration. If you do that, you will probably come out all right. He was a lonely ghost, uttering a truth that nobody would ever hear. How people treat you is their karma. How you react is yours. Adapt what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what is specifically your own. Anyone who does anything creative is always going to want to change. Only dead fish go with the flow. You never know who you're inspiring or uninspiring. People notice more than you think. Nothing isn't better or worse than anything. Nothing is just nothing. War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. If those who are sent to draw water begin by drinking themselves, the army is suffering from thirst. Silence is nice to have if you wanted it, but maddening if you didn't. The truth will set you free, but not until it is finished with you. Let the speaker speak truly, and the judge decide justly. Kendati batasantara kebepasan, dan ketidak pedulian terkadang saru. Study the past if you want to define the future. Light in your mind is better than darkness in your soul. No matter how safe and beautiful it is, a cage is still a cage. Only courageous hearts can endure the bitterness of truth. Don't be afraid to challenge the pros, even in their own backyard. If the enemy has occupied them before you, do not follow him, but retreat and try to entice him away. The question is not what you look at, but what you see. The spirit tower has its guardian, but unless it understands who its guardian is, it cannot be guarded. If you have the guts to be yourself, other people will pay your price. The enlightened ruler is heedful, and the good general full of caution. One half of the world cannot understand the pleasures of the other. If we don't change the direction we are headed, we will end up where we are going. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. He will win who, prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared. Don't react, cut them off silently. Sometimes one pays most for the things one gets for nothing. Life is short, live it. Love is rare, grab it. Anger is bad, dump it. Fear is awful, face it. Memories are sweet, cherish them. It is not worth the while to let our imperfections disturb us always. Stay close to anything that makes you glad you are alive. Sometimes the questions are complicated and the answers are simple. He who doesn't understand history is doomed to repeat it. Don't share your personal life with anyone. Do not let anyone have anything that could harm you. Whether we fall by ambition, blood, or lust, like diamonds, we are cut with our own dust. The sidelines may be safer, but life is played on the field. The man who thinks he can and the man who thinks he can't are both right. Shoot for the moon. Even if you fail, you'll land among the stars. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. A conscious human is driven by their conscience, not popular opinion. I don't paint dreams or nightmares. I paint my own reality. Done is better than perfect. Leaders are limited by their vision rather than by their abilities. I've never had anyone's approval, so I've learned to live without it. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. Life would be unbearably dull if we had answers to all our questions. We destroy in assumptions, but we do not build in possibilities. It is only after the deepest darkness that the greatest joy can come. Focus on the step in front of you, not the whole staircase. If you appreciate the small things, you're likely to get the big ones. Many things are not as they seem. The worst things in life never are. Moods can be contagious. Don't catch or spread a bad mood. The journey is what brings us happiness, not the destination. Those who win never give up. Those who give up never win. Maybe everyone is just waiting for someone else to save them. An education is not so much about making a living as making a person.